Hello Pathway students, this is Andy making another video again for the Pathway classes. Today we're going to be talking in section 2.1 exercise part B, and we're going to do this problem with the chessboard. So sorry about that. Get it to where it's back on there. Perfect. And then number 14 and 15. So number 14 and number 15. And these problems can sometimes trip up a lot of people, and so I just wanted to take a second and make a video real fast showing how to do these. So let's do number 14. In a family history chart, there are 2 parents in the first generation, 4 parents in the second generation, 8 people in the third generation. How many direct ancestors are there in the 14th generation of ancestors? So this all kind of goes back into like organizing the numbers, and so what I'm going to do to teach this is I'm just going to set up kind of like, I guess you could call it chessboard, but like with box. I'm just going to put, but I just call it a box board because it just has boxes, right? And we're going to get into Excel later, and this will help you guys understand like what we do in Excel and what the possibilities that Excel opens, like the doors it can open for us. So they say that there are 2 parents in the first generation. So this first box, right? This first box, I'm going to put 2 people in there. So 2 people. In the second, in the second generation, they put 4 people in there. So as you can see, they kind of doubled it, which is really cool. So they doubled it. Then they say in the third generation, there are 8 people. So as you can see here, they're starting like a pattern here, and the pattern can kind of go into what we just learned in this new section of exponents. So if we take 2 and we do it to the power 1, that would just take 2, right? But if we do 2 to the power of 2, that would be 4. 2 to the power of 3, 8. So as you can see here, they're kind of teaching you a principle of, you know, whatever box number it is, whatever generation it is, let's say the first generation, that'll become the exponent, and then just the number that you grow by is the base, so 2. So if we wanted to find out 14th, so let me see if I do this right. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If I wanted to find this one right here, I guess I could go through and multiply everything by 2, but that'd take quite a while, especially if we're going to get into like the 40th generation or the 60th. So what is easier to do is just put it up here in the top and say 2 raised to the power of 14, and that will get you your answer, which is 2 to the power of 14. 16,384. So that's quite a big number, right? And if we had to work all the way going just step by step, that might have been really hard. But because we knew how to put it up to the 14th power, we were able to accomplish it. Okay, let's try it one. Let's try it as 15 now. Okay. And I'm just gonna erase all this. Yeah, these problems are fun, but sometimes they can trip people up, and we don't want anyone tripped up. We want people to know what they're doing and have fun doing math, you know? Some people think that's impossible, but once you get a principle, it's like being handed a new toy. You're like, yeah, I can use this now. This is sweet. So that we got 14. Check, check. Now 15, okay? 15, we're going to do something very similar. And in fact, they tell us to make a chessboard. So we go to the chessboard. And I usually just split up into 4s. 1, 2, 3. So there's 4 columns there. Sorry about that again. Perfect. One, 2, 3. So they say the first board I place 2 cents, right? I've now figured out what I do whenever I do that, so I promise you it won't happen again. They say they place 2 cents on the first board, so on the first little place, 2. And then they say they put 4 on the next one. See how we're kind of making kind of the same thing? So we'll probably just do the same pattern, right? Which was, we keep 2 as the base, the first start number as the base, 2, and then we raise it to the power that they want to find. So like the square or the generation. And so this one, it would be 30, so we'd go over 30, and we'd put that in your calculator. If you don't know how to put exponents in your calculator, you can watch another video that I've made on showing people how to use your calculator with exponents. And I'll make sure to put a link in the description. And that answer is a really big one. A really big one. And the answer is 737 418.24. Now what you can do to make this problem a little simpler is, instead of just doing 2, you can put 0.02 raised to the 30th. If you don't want to do that, because you're going to need to get it in dollars, then you can just simply put 2 and go 30, and then find this big number, so like this whole number, and then just know to put 2 decimals to the left in, just to account for dollars and whatnot. Like I said, on a test, these will be multiple choice, so pretty much when you figure out the right answer, you should be able to get it like A, B, C, or D, you know. And so if you're stressing about the test, don't stress too much. So yeah, so those are the 2 examples that I wanted to give you and kind of help you work out. I hope this helped clarify a little bit. Right now, I'm also going to give you something you can practice with real fast. I'm going to erase this, and I'll give you another problem, and I'll tell you the answer in a minute. So let's say that I have another magic chessboard, but it's even better because we do 5 times the number on each square. So on the first square, oh no, there we go. On the first square, we're gonna have 5. 2, 3, 2, 3. Not really straight lines, that's okay. 5 on the first board. Then we're gonna do the 5 times on the next board, which is 25. So don't make the mistake on multiplying it by 2. We're not doing that anymore. We're multiplying it by 5. So 5, which then we do by 5 again, 125, and so on. What would be the answer if I wanted to find this last square? So go ahead and pause it. I'll draw a little pause button. So go ahead and pause it right here so that you're able to try to figure it out for yourself. Okay? Okay, perfect. So whenever if you've already tried this, you should have tried this by now. This was the first square, and so the second, we can just count the squares. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we know that we want to find the 16th square, or the 16th generation. So then we would go our base, which is what we put in the first square, 5 with raised to the power of 16. And that should get you an answer. I don't have my calculator up right now, or else, actually, you know what? I'll tell you, I'll get my calculator up. But see, these problems sometimes can be scarier in text than they are in numbers, and that's why it's important to go through with the tutor or here on the chat and try to really strive to hear those and get those answers, so that you're out of the darkness, working in the light, and having a fun time doing so. So it's a really big number. Let's see if I can fit in here. 1, 5, 2, 5, 8, 7, 8, 9, 0, 6, 2, 5. And like I said, if it was 5 cents, then we just need to move this over to 1, 2. And boom, and boom, and boom. That's like 1 billion. It's 1.5 billion almost. So anyways, that there will go ahead and end this video, and I hope that we've helped you. And please continue on the chat, continue with it, keep your head up high. Heavenly Father will love and bless you if you just keep trying your best. Good luck, and I'll see you in the future.